for January. Please keep in mind these meetings are televised live, and when you approach a podium, please tell us who you are, the business that you represent, and if you haven't already done so, we please ask you to turn your cell phones off. Before we get started, we're going to have the Pledge of Allegiance. I'll ask Colin to lead us in that.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, we have 5 items on our agenda tonight. First one being DRB 2017-42, the application of Sassano's at Garrett Hill Pizza, 910 Conestoga Road in Rosemont for a wall sign. And it doesn't look like the applicant's here just yet, so we'll jump over that. And we'll go to the next one, which is DRB 2017-46, the application of solid wood cabinets. And this is a continuation from last month at 398 West Lancaster Avenue in Wayne for wall signs and monument sign. And just for clarity, this is the Flag Lady location at Conestoga and Route 30. Welcome.
Good evening. My name is Dave. I'm with Image 360. I am representing solid wood cabinets today, again.
Okay.
So I want to start off with the front of the building, the part that faces Lancaster Ave. At first, we proposed 2 light boxes there. You guys said too much yellow and get rid of the light boxes. So we are now doing channel letters. One line that says solid wood in an 8-inch letter, and then like a pill box that says the word cabinets underneath. So that's this drawing on the upper left.
All right, so David,
We
that's...
reduced the yellow to, just a border around
Okay.
the cabinet.
So that's in the front of the building, facing Route 30.
Yes.
Okay, so,
If you zoom in, I don't know if you can zoom in the camera. Here's like the actual front of
okay.
the facade of the front of the building.
So the solid wood cabinet letters are how tall?
8 inches.
8 inch, and the cabinet?
The
Well,
cabinet box is
15
15 and a half inches, so it's about like an 8-inch letter as well, or maybe like a 9.5 inch, but pretty similar.
Wait, I'm sorry, what are you saying now?
The cabinet size is 15 and a half inches. So
Oh,
the
the-
letter, there's like space around the letters.
Oh, I see, gotcha.
It's less than, it's probably like 10 inches. They want to emphasize the word cabinets over the word solid wood,
Mhm.
because that's what they're selling.
All right, what do you guys feel about that? I think it's a big improvement over,
Not much.
yeah,
It'll look nice.
yeah, Colin?
I think it looks much better.
Yeah,
No objection.
I think it's more appropriate for the building. I think that was one of the main concerns, that, it's a beautiful building, we want to do it justice, we want to have nice signage on there, so, okay. As far as the material goes, we talked about wood last month, but naturally wood's going to require gooseneck lighting to illuminate it, but I think this is a pretty good option.
I think it's a good compromise.
Yeah, I agree with you. David, the only thing, well, it's going to light black anyway at nighttime, so we don't have to worry about that. The opaque background, so it'll be black anyway.
The light will shine through
Yeah,
the word
cabinets, right. Okay. You guys are good? Okay, all right.
Okay.
What else you have for us?
What else? So, and I know this was kind of a point of contention last month.
Mhm.
They still want to do a cabinet facing westbound traffic
Mhm.
on Lancaster Ave. So this is the side of the building that's showing the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
What Solid Wood decided was that they would match the color of the building as the background to the box. So at night, the only thing that would shine up would be the white areas of the sign, and then the cabinet during the day would kind of be low profile, I guess, like
Mhm.
the background is, I would match it to the actual paint color of the building.
I'm okay with it if you would compromise and change the street sign away from the yellow and match
Yeah.
the building sign.
Those are my sentiments as well.
Let's talk about that now.
Okay. Well, the one issue we have, and I think Ray addressed this, we talked about if you're a corner property, you can, we use the example of Wayne Jewelers. They can put a sign on North Wayne Avenue and one on Route 30
Yeah.
because they're a corner. I mean, this isn't really a corner property. It looks over a parking lot, but
But
that.
it is a corner because
Yeah.
it goes down Conestoga,
Yeah.
right?
But you're
And
not
we're not putting
emphasizing,
All
that.
right.
You're not emphasizing that corner, though.
Yeah,
Because there's not,
But
there's
from a-
more traffic on.
30, yeah.
I get it, because I know it's like if you come up Route 30, driving west
Yeah.
on Route 30.
You catch that wall once
catch
you
it.
hit that hill.
You
Right.
catch that sign more than you catch the sign facing across the street or facing the farmer's market. So
Yeah.
if the township is giving us latitude, the
Yes.
board, to make that
Right.
decision, I don't have as much angst with that as I do with the monument sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is said, going back with your point.
Right.
We'll make the compromise.
Yeah. I know the neighboring business, which is Tribe Fitness Place.
Yeah.
And the paint store.
They have signs
They've-
on that wall.
They've got signs on their wall, but I believe it's
they-
their parking lot.
Yeah.
It's not your parking lot, it's their parking lot. So, I don't know, Ray, you have an opinion on that or some thoughts?
I would say let's, if we're going to negotiate something, let's see what he has to say about the front
Okay,
sign.
all right, so-
Because that front sign's plenty big. You can see that coming and going.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, positively. Okay,
What, the front?
yeah,
The monument
The
sign.
monument sign, you mean, Ray? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Well, that's,
All right.
That's the issue.
So let's put that one on the back burner for now, and we'll move on.
So the monument sign, last month you said bring it in, do a border, maybe get rid of the yellow. So-
Dave, I'm sorry, you want to just talk into the mic,
Oh,
just slide it, yeah.
I thought I'm talking loud. Last month, it was suggested that, bring it in, make it smaller, which I did in terms of like the graphic itself, like that area. But as far as like a color scheme, you can't really do it white to match the pillars that are there. And if you do any other colors there, this is their trademark. They spent a lot of money developing this trademark. So I'm kind of looking for you to guidance without, at the same time, respecting their trademark.
Sure.
And the sign's there. Like, there's a monument sign there. So,
but
we
what-
can't leave it as the flag lady. We have to do something with it.
So hypothetically, if you used a different color, you're saying it doesn't match the pillars. The pillars are
White.
white.
Yeah.
I think if you do the same thing as you do on the east elevation, matching the facade of the color, the background, on this, I think that's a good compromise.
But you guys, historically, every time I've been here, Radnor Township does not want white fields on their sign because.
But it wouldn't be white, it would be the field, it would be the color of the facade of the building, which is
Oh,
closer.
gotcha.
The
Okay.
Gray or was it pinkish?
Whatever the
Beige,
whatever the
yeah.
background on the east elevation sign you just presented, do that.
Gotcha.
And then we'll give you the sign on the east elevation.
Okay. Well, Maurice, do you want to? Okay. Maurice represents Solid Wood Cabinets.
He is solid wood cabinet.
Okay.
And I do the designs for all the
Wanna
showrooms.
introduce
for all
yourself
the-
now.
Okay. My name is Maurice Whitefield, so. And just like David was saying here, that the yellow is a brand that we have built over numerous years now, so we really like to be able to keep that. And also that we have a specialty kind of business. So it's not, I guess, a business where it may not matter what store you're going into. Like, we need to focus on the intention of this, because if not, we can lose these to, potential other cabinet companies. So what they see us as and how we present ourselves and the visibility and the attention drawn to the sign is going to help keep us, the people coming into the company as well too. So we'd really like to be able to keep the yellow, because that sets us apart from everyone else. And it stands for what we are. So,
I got it. I completely understand what you're saying, but at the same time is that if you're driving, that sign, that monument sign,
Right.
that will be an anomaly up and
Okay.
down, up and down Lancaster Avenue.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Yeah, well, keep in
At a
mind.
major intersection of the township.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's keep in mind, too, it'll be, at nighttime, it's going to be a black background, so we're only really looking at it during the daylight hours, seeing the yellow, so.
That's my point.
Yeah, right. But daylight's daylight,
That's,
yeah.
yeah, that's my point. I
Yeah.
mean, everything else, I think, I personally don't have a problem with the other signage. I don't have a problem with the sign facing east.
Okay.
I think it's be great, eye-catching for your business.
Could we do the facade side sign in the yellow and just leave the monument sign in the,
It's the same, we're going back to the same issue.
okay.
You know, I would, you know, this is a board call, but my opinion is that it's the same to give you direction, and I just think the yellow, how it goes to your point, it is very eye-catching. It differentiates you, your business, from basically any other store that's either nearby or across the street. But that's also, it's a double-edged sword. It also goes against it from an aesthetic standpoint relative to the other storefronts. It kind of stands out a little bit too much.
Understood.
So if we just did like yellow outline around the word cabinets like we do on this sketch, would that be same field, like the beige field,
Yeah.
and just still have a yellow element?
Yeah, I think that would work.
Okay.
I just think if you just got rid of the yellow background.
You don't want this big field of yellow.
No, I mean, that's what catches as your point with why you or your company spent all this money investor trying to come up with this type of a format. That's where my eye goes to, more so than anything else. It's just this is the bright yellow. You might as well have a neon sign out there.
And we talked about it last month, Maurice, about, you know, at a major intersection with a lot of traffic and yellow with a traffic light right there, it can be a little confusing to the driver, so. And,
Minimize, I guess, some of the
I'm sorry,
yellow.
just,
If we can minimize some of the yellow, like Dave's asking, and maybe just do a bit of the border around it in a bit of the yellow to help keep our logo colors and just mute maybe a bit more of the background, kind of like in this image here.
Correct.
I think that's-
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
so. Yeah.
that's a great idea.
Okay.
you would match what's on the wall with the monuments.
monument,
Yeah,
yeah.
keep those
Yeah.
consistent.
Okay.
Perfect.
I think that's a great compromise, and appreciate you doing that. Yeah, I think it's just,
I think it's a good solution. I
Yeah.
think it'll look very tasteful, nicely done, I mean, up
Right.
there.
you're still going to get your point across, that's for sure, so. David, we talked about it last month. You said that sign's 32 square feet, and the code says 30.
Yeah.
So we asked you to frame it out a little bit.
Yeah, I can add more there. And
Yeah.
that's basically what I did. I kind of brought, this is smaller.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the actual logo part is smaller than it was when I was here last
You
month.
added the border.
I added the border,
Right.
and I can actually just like color this in if you guys want.
Okay,
Do you know what I mean?
yeah, or whatever. So it's 30,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right, any other signage for the building? That's it? 2 wall signs, 1 monument sign?
3 wall
Three.
signs.
3
Total-
wall signs.
Total
2
sign.
on the front.
2 on the front?
Yeah. That was the first page.
Yes.
Because there are 2 entrances.
2
Two
entrances.
2 on the front, I'm sorry, okay. All right,
And there's not going to be a sign on Conestoga Road?
No.
okay.
Because there's a sign already, there's a current sign right now for the Flag Lady.
Yeah,
She's probably got 3, or there's multiple, there's
Are you
signs all
taking
over.
both floors?
Yes.
David, the signs last month were 2 by 8, so 16 square feet.
Yeah,
The ones today,
This one is like 6 feet by 1.5 feet. This is smaller, the cabinet on the side of the building.
okay,
And, because we had to bump up this is like roughly 10 by 2. So 20 square feet on the sides and on the front, and then 8 square feet on the side. Under 50 in total on the building.
on the building?
On the building,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So you're not allowed to exceed 2 square feet for each linear foot of
Yeah,
building
there's
frontage, so
plenty of
there's a lot of
frontage,
frontage on that
yeah.
building, so.
And it's up to 50, right, by code? It's under 50 in total.
Yeah, 50 on the building, and, yeah, in total, I think you're going to be fine. Okay. The address sign, is it on the building, do you know, or we'll make sure If it's not, you'll
Put
place it
lettering on
somewhere.
the windows.
Do something so it's identifiable if there's
Yeah.
an emergency. Maurice, I guess we have a question for you. It was brought up last month. You have green awnings on the building. Do you know, are they going to stay? Are they going to change to try to coordinate with the new signage? I'm sorry. And then the mic, I'm sorry.
Currently, as far as I know, they are going to be staying green.
Okay.
I haven't been told otherwise. Is there any restrictions against that? Is yellow not an option? Because I'm sure we're both going to ask.
No. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of your call.
I
mean,
don't
I'm not-
think yellow would be all that distasteful, actually.
Yeah.
But
And that would help coordinate and pull in, and then we can still get.
do they need to
visual
come
point
back for
across.
that?
Well, you'll have to come back if you're going to put some lettering on the awning.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we're okay to change the color?
Yeah, and you'll just have to use like Sunbrella.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not a problem. I don't know that that's the case yet, but.
Right,
I
okay,
will-
just in case.
Absolutely.
Yeah, keep it in
absolutely.
mind. And let's see,
So they don't have to come back if they change the color of the awnings?
I think
to-
just if they change the color without any advertising, right, Ray?
They don't have to come back?
Will they have to come back or not? You want them back? Okay, so if you change the awnings?
problem.
Okay, thanks.
Absolutely.
All right.
And you're not putting a sign on the Conestoga entrance?
No. Just where the monument is. I guess that's all.
Because I think you have some parking back there.
We do, but we're not really using the bottom floor.
Okay.
So we expect people to come into the front.
Okay, just checking.
You know what, you might as well, since we're on TV, and give you an opportunity to give your business a 30-second commercial. You can tell us a little bit about the cabinet business.
Okay,
All right,
absolutely.
we've got tons of listeners, so, yeah.
We are a stock cabinet company that was established in 2002. We've moved from 2 showroom locations up to 11, including this one will then have 12. But we brand ourselves on having a wide variety and a huge amount of inventory. So customers come to us, and where most cabinet companies you have to wait 4 to 6 weeks, we can do it in a week. And that is because we keep everything on the premises in the building. We do all the assembly and shipping out of our building, and we manufacture our own cabinets. So the direct pricing you get from us. There's no middleman cost. We manufacture our own brand of cabinets, and we sell as much of it as we possibly can. We sell 4,000 kitchens a year, easily. And we keep a huge $5-6 million worth of inventory in our buildings at any given time. So it's important to us to be able to continue to keep that kind of brand and that momentum going while we still continue to grow. But we're located in Levittown as our headquarters, and that's where all of our product comes out of.
Great.
I have
Good luck.
business cards.
Good luck.
if
Good
you
luck.
want some. Anybody need a kitchen?
All right,
I've
yeah.
been a designer all my life, so I can absolutely help you out. Just let me
Okay,
know.
good. Great.
Thank you.
All right, Maurice, thanks for, the compromise with the signage. I think it's going to look
Thank you for
good.
the
Yeah.
compromise.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Do you have any other questions for the board? Any other?
I do not think so.
Okay.
Oh, well, are there any other restrictions, I guess, that we should know about in advance as far as
The sandwich
color
board.
signs?
Yeah, you can mention that to him. All right, your mic's off.
No sandwich board signs outside the building, on the street.
Okay.
You know, you typically
Oh,
see
the
out
A-frame.
ones that go-
A-frame.
Okay, okay, I got you. Okay.
But you
And
wouldn't do that.
the other thing also, I don't know if you guys would consider putting posters or anything, banners in the window, be restricted as far as how much you can put in on
Okay,
the glass.
Square footage that it can cover?
Yeah, no more than 20%
Okay.
of the
And
glass.
to be honest with you, I'm sure we will. So
You will have something?
I'm pretty sure
Okay,
that
so
we
keep
will.
it under 20.
Okay.
20 and under. All
Okay.
right. Okay, good. And of course, you can always call Ray if you have any questions about
Sure.
anything, I'm
I
sure.
will.
And David, how about you? Any other questions,
I have no
comments?
questions.
Are you all right?
No, I'm good.
Okay, you need a permit for all this stuff,
Yes,
right?
that's what I do next.
Okay, good. All right. Okay, board,
I'm good.
questions? Marie, excuse me,
One,
Ray?
one
Yes.
issue for us, I don't see in our pack the pictures that you're showing,
I'm gonna bring that with the permit.
all right? Because we're kind of looking at this for the first time,
Okay.
all right?
Yeah,
No.
you have,
I have the old
I mean, I
ones.
can give you my copies now.
No,
No,
we
we'll
didn't get that.
just make sure we get them so they
We
go in the
never
folder.
presented
Oh, yeah,
new ones
yeah, yeah.
for us. Yeah. Okay, so all right then, David. your permit and extra copies for the township.
Always.
Okay. All right, any other questions for us, David?
No, thank
You
you.
all right? Okay. All right, who wants to take
I'll
this
take
one? Okay.
In the matter of DRB 2017-46, I submit to the board's approval permission of solid wood cabinets to put up a wall sign facing the east side of the building, subject to the changes made where the yellow background has been changed to more of a beige color, as well as the two signs facing Lancaster Avenue. Was it the background? The yellow background will be removed into like a more of a white background, as well as the monument sign, again, the yellow will be changed to this more of a beige background. The building color. Thank you.
Okay. Do we hear a second?
Second?
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Okay, thanks, Maurice. Okay,
Thank you.
appreciate that. All right, next on the agenda tonight is DRB 2018-01, the application of Corunda Mortgage at 617 West Lancaster Avenue in Wayne for wall signage.
Hi,
Hello again.
nice to see you.
You too.
Okay, so I'm Dave with Image 360 again. I'm representing Coranda Mortgage at 617 West Lancaster Ave. Currently, they have a set of neon letters that are pretty dated looking. That's on the left side of my picture. And we would like to propose a 12-inch channel letter that spells out the name of the business in green, which is their colors. And it's got like a sloping roof on top of it. These would be mounted via raceway, which we would paint to match the color of the bricks.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that, yeah. So 12-inch letters.
12-inch letters. The overall height is 21 inches because you have that
Yes.
roof logo.
Okay.
But you can see their current signage, it's real narrow.
Yeah, I was on the board when that came in, I'm going to say probably 20 years ago.
That was in the 90s.
Yeah, and I you know, I look at that, and I wonder why the letters were put so high. And the only thing I could think of, that may have had an awning,
Yes.
a retractable awning, and I think that's why they were high like that. But I think they'll look better lower.
I think you still see the brackets for the awning.
Yeah, there you go. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you guys feel about this? Pretty simple.
It's pretty simple. What's the lighting? Is there going
It's
to be
internally lit.
internally lit?
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll have a raceway and,
Yep, and,
Yeah.
and they're green.
How-
The letters are green
How will the letters be mounted to the facade?
via raceway, so they're gonna be mounted to a box with all the wiring in it. The
Okay.
box is bolted to the building, and
Okay,
then the box is painted to match the building color,
got it.
how deep are those raceways?
5 inches.
5, okay. So it'll sit 5 inches off. Yeah. I'm sorry?
What color shines through?
It's gonna be green still. I mean, we're using white LEDs inside, but it's gonna be a translucent green vinyl. So it'll still show at night as green.
Yeah, currently it's a green neon on the building. So, and I think on the so-called can letters, I think, you know, they could do red, green, whatever color.
And you're going to be removing the neon?
Yes.
Is there much patchwork on that? You're gonna fill the holes and stuff? Double header.
I don't even know. I haven't
Okay.
even thought about that. That's a mason's.
Okay, we'll ask you to, you know, have the.
Patch the holes?
Yeah, sure, positively.
Okay.
Yeah, try to, yeah, that's a problem we always have at the Stratford Shopping Center. These guys take down signs and then they don't patch the
Hey, how you
holes.
doing?
So,
Coranda Mortgage is actually here.
well, stand up, introduce yourself.
Austin with Coranda.
Hi, Elston, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. So we're just walking through your sign. It looks like a pretty simple application, so 12-inch letters mounted on a raceway.
Yes.
Okay, and we're going to ask the property owner to patch up the holes when that other
Yeah,
Coranda mortgage
absolutely.
comes down, so, okay. What else, guys?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm good.
David, should we want to mention about the tent sign again, an A-frame sign, just in case?
Yeah, no, A-frame signs are restricted in the township outside
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
premises.
Okay. All right, Ray, anything else? You all right? Okay. Want to take this one?
Sure. In the matter of DRB 2018-01, application for new wall sign by Caranda Mortgage. Motion to approve.
Okay. One other thing before we jump forward. Do you have your address number on the building? And if you don't, we'll ask you to put that on. Doesn't look like you do, although maybe it's hidden.
Where would you want it?
Somewhere where it's just prominent, where you can,
617?
yeah, somewhere if you want to, whatever you think is, at least 4-inch letters.
Sure.
Okay. All right, do we hear a second then?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Now I should just ask you, any questions for the board? Are you okay?
I think we're good.
Okay, Dave, you're all right?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
Yes.
You get your permits, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Always,
All right,
always.
okay. All right, great, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
That's it, yeah.
Thank you.
All right, next is DRB 2018-02, the application of Children's Garden at 422 East Lancaster Avenue in Wayne, zoned R5 for a freestanding sign.
That's me again.
That's you again. What, are you going to have price sale this month or
Some
what?
sort of monopoly in the town?
You know?
Yeah,
When it rains, it pours.
evidently.
Got a henchman out there?
This is 422 Lancaster Ave, Children's Garden. It's a daycare. The building has just been recently sold to people who own other buildings in the township, and they're going to fix up the building. I don't know what they're going to do, but they have an existing sign. It's right on, like, basically next to the sidewalk that says the business name. It's here. They kind of want to put a sign moved over and kind of the same size as the sign of their neighbor, which is like a RMI mortgage company. Is that what that is? So they're looking at their neighbor. You can kind of see it in the picture right there. And they want a similar sign.
Does the neighbor hover the hedge like this?
They
image?
might, I don't know if we're gonna actually, I think we're gonna move the sign over the hedge. I don't think we're gonna hover it. I
Okay.
think that's just how we showed it, because we weren't really sure, but we kind of want to move it away from the sidewalk.
David, you know what, there's one problem in this application. It's a big problem.
Uh-oh.
It's the zoning, the
What's the
district.
Yeah.
You're only allowed 15 square feet.
How did the guys next door?
They may
get
have been commercial where they were. And-
Next door?
And Ray will explain,
I don't know.
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, the line has to go somewhere, and it could be go commercial to residential,
Gotcha.
and you guys might maybe start the residential.
So,
Is it on the application that it's R5?
It's on the, on our agenda, zoned R5, and here I'll just
Gotcha.
show you,
Oh, I see.
you can take a look, just so it shows that I'm not crazy and reading the right thing.
Yep.
so aesthetically, though,
Aesthetically, it's a beautiful sign.
okay, it's okay. So
Yeah.
if I make this 15 square feet, can I get the design approved and just size it to 5x3 instead of 8x4?
You know what, I think, why don't you, redesign it and come back and see us next month?
Okay.
All right, I think that's better. And maybe that's the reason why that sign is the size that it is right now, and that it fits in to 15 square feet.
And we're sure it's 15 square
Well,
feet?
Well, that's the way the zoning, that's the way it reads in the
Yeah.
code book.
Okay.
It's, well, it's 8 feet height, right? 8 feet above mean grade.
Well, I,
It's what?
it's a little vague in here, but I'll just read it here under signs in residential and similar districts. And again, it's listed on our agenda as an R5, residential 5. The total sign area shall not exceed 15 square feet, and the sign height of any freestanding sign shall not exceed 8 feet above mean grade. So you can go 8 feet high, so I guess kind of tall and narrow.
Yeah.
If you wanted to go that direction. I was looking in here just to see if this is a kind of a school, to see if schools were exempt. It doesn't look like they are,
Yeah.
because it's listed signage for estates, farms, churches, recreational areas, and other permitted non-residential uses. So, yeah. So if you were commercial area, you'd be allowed
It's
30.
not a commercial area right on Lancaster?
Well,
Okay.
according to,
That's what it is
it
on the
says,
map.
or
Okay.
it says R5, yeah, and I'm sure Peggy or whoever pulls that up and finds out what the zoning is in that area, so. Because, you know, you have that big apartment complex down there, so it is getting residential.
Yeah.
I mean, when
And
you
then
think
it just
about
kind of
that.
shifts over to commercial? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the St. David's Park condominiums, there's another set of condominiums on the corner, and then,
Because I
another
think
set of
originally those
condominiums.
buildings were medical office, right? If I think, if I
Well,
remember right.
just a little west of that,
Just
there's a
west of it?
medical office.
This is one level, one,
Yeah,
on the same
yeah,
side,
and I think
okay.
that, this may be possibly the neighboring property. Well,
Okay.
no, actually, if you look, I think that park may be neighboring this. The Veterans Park
yeah.
might be, yeah. So.
I just thought on the other,
So that RMI, I think their insurance company,
Yeah.
you see in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're,
they're probably commercial.
gotcha.
And then the residential probably
The-
kicks in.
My clients saw that sign, they go, make something like that.
Well, sure, that's what everybody
said,
does.
okay.
Yeah, exactly. No, I can understand it. Yeah, but like I said, unfortunately, we have to go by the code, and the code pretty much states that it's 15 square feet. I guess, Ray, I guess they could always, if they screamed and yelled and hollered, they can always go to the zoning hearing board for relief, and, you know, it costs quite a bit of money to go there, and I don't know if it's worth
That's
the time and
that's on-
effort.
Yeah, that's on my
Yeah.
client to decide.
Right, right. So I hate to do that to you, because you got a great-looking sign, but,
But you're gonna do it anyway.
We're gonna-
It is R5, I just checked the zoning map.
Okay.
okay, you see it
I
then.
see it.
Okay,
And what's your address?
422 Lancaster Ave.
East Lancaster.
It is R5. What is the neighboring property?
Well, it's probably pretty far removed, because we think that this area in here is that Veterans Park.
I see it.
Yeah, and then,
I think they might have gotten one by us.
can't believe it.
Well,
All right.
that whole strip is R5.
Is it really?
There's
Okay.
no park in between it. Like, I walked over to that RMI sign from there.
Right, right. There's a
There's-
park in there.
There's no park. I just walked, I mean, I just like, it's like the next lot
Mm-hmm.
over.
Okay. All right, well, regardless, unfortunately,
420, no, I'm sorry, they are commercial.
they are commercial.
Yeah.
Okay, so somewhere,
Somewhere there is a line.
It's right,
It's
it's right
awkward,
through the
too.
property.
It's awkward looking.
yeah. Okay.
and is there any setback from the sidewalk, how far the curb is?
Well, you have to
Because
be-
I was gonna move it
You have to be
anyway.
8 feet, correct? Is it 10 or 8, Ray?
I'd have to look it up.
Yeah, yeah, I forget what it is. It's either 8 or 10, the
Because
setback.
the current sign looks like it's.
It's too close, yeah. We
it's-
were gonna,
there's a
we were
breach.
gonna
Right,
move it over.
right. And if there's any doubt about the visibility, we'll have the police come out, do a site check, just to make sure, so.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
there's an egress from the property, which if we put that sign near the sidewalk, it would have blocked that.
Okay. All right, so you pretty much know where we're at, so back to
I'm
the drawing
coming-
board.
I'll see you guys next month.
All right, you'll have another 3 or 4 applicants, right?
I hope so.
Okay, good. All right, so we make a motion to continue this?
Yes. In the matter of DRB 2018-02 Children's Garden, we are going to continue this application for a revised sign, being that it's a zoned R5 district, which requires signage under 15 square feet. Second?
Okay, we're second?
I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right, David, so we'll look forward to seeing you
I will see you guys next month.
next week. And it's actually 10 feet off the road. The sign's got to be at least
Or off the sidewalk.
off the street cartway,
So off the curb.
off the curb, yeah. So a minimum of 10 feet.
Where'd you see that?
It's,
280-122.
okay, thank you, David. All right. Okay, last on our agenda tonight is DRB 2018-03, the application of Profco DT Wayne at 108-110 East Lancaster Avenue in Wayne, zoned under Wayne Business Overlay District for parking signage. Hi.
Hi, I'm Kent Silvers. I'm here on behalf of Profco DT Wayne.
Hi, Ken.
We actually, the 108 and 110 are two condominiums, as you might know. It's the Dunkin' Donuts and what used to be the Bang & Olufsen. And then Belladonna is another commercial condominium there. We do not own that.
Okay.
I'm not necessarily in here on behalf of them. And then there's residences above. What you may or may not know is there's a 19 car parking behind the location. We have 4 dedicated spots back there, plus 3 for all commercial users. Currently, what's there is what I'm pointing to here. It's a 1-by-1 sign, so it's the same size sign that we're proposing today. But again, it kind of blends in. So the residents have complaints that people park there. So we're trying to do something that stands out more. When I talked to Kevin Kachansky, he mentioned, hey, if you have colors and you have a logo, you really need to come before the board.
Okay.
So we, not having known that, we had already designed the signs and had them fabricated. That's what I'm showing here. But what we wanted to do was obviously put those signs in place of the existing signage. And then there's two different signs here. There's one that has just for Dunkin' Donuts customers. That's the one here. And that would go on four of the spaces. And then there's 3, again, dedicated to all the commercial users. And that would be the Dunkin' Donuts Belladonna configuration. Until we have, there's no tenant in the one space. I guess when there's another tenant comes in, we would change the
graphic.
graphic.
Okay. So there's 2 parking lots that you're dealing with?
No, it's one parking lot, 19 spots.
19 spots,
Yes.
okay.
10 of them are for the residents, 9 are for the commercial.
I see,
Oh, that's
okay.
what
I'm
All
sorry.
right.
I'm
So
sorry.
there's 10 units in that condo?
Correct.
You're right, so each one has 1 spot?
Right,
I see,
exactly.
okay.
Exactly.
All right. The Dunkin' Donuts truck that's parked out there 24/7?
I've seen it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of complaints about that.
There is,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
will
there is.
mention it to the
Yeah,
to the
because the
tenant.
merchants are complaining there's not enough parking, and those guys are parked out there every day, day after day.
Okay.
And actually,
I see them go out all the time and keep feeding that meter.
well, I understand they get a lot of tickets too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But on top of it, actually in the code book, you're not allowed to use a vehicle for advertising, and that's pretty much what they're doing at this
I will
point.
definitely mention it to them. I
Yeah.
don't think anybody's called that over to us to let us know that. I don't know if you've gone into to the tenant themselves to discuss that with them or not.
Yeah,
But we'll certainly bring it to their attention.
Yeah, I've heard complaints from other merchants about, guys taking up a valuable spot
Right,
all
right.
day long, so, okay.
Well, maybe if we can get their spots in the back now
Right,
configured so that people know where to park, we'll get rid of that
okay.
truck.
Well, they're doing it for the advertising.
I gotta believe, yeah, yeah. Right.
Because you drive past that so quickly, you don't.
Yeah.
It's too late before you see the Dunkin'.
Sure, sure. They got rid of the mascot, I guess, right, out near the road?
Was there a donut out there at one point?
Yeah, right? Yeah, dancing donut, yeah. So, but, okay, what do you guys feel about the signs?
No, I have no problem,
Yeah,
it's
I think
fine.
they look good. I guess, Ken, the only thing, try to maybe hide the fasteners the best you can. Instead of putting bolts, maybe you can guys hang them in a much neater way.
Well, again, we're going to have a discussion with the condominium association about this, but we may put posts in the ground instead of them affixed to the wall.
Okay,
That'd be nice.
okay.
Probably not.
Can't post it?
I would be more concerned about utilities back there and,
Not only that, but the post would be in front of the wall, so that's even, you're losing parking, and
it's already narrow.
it's
back
already
there.
narrow back there. There was a lot
Good
of
point.
give and take when that went in.
Okay.
Give and take as far as the parking lot?
Parking
I think you just
doesn't
keep
meet
them
the
on the wall.
criteria quite,
Yeah.
but
I would say leave them on the wall.
Yeah, I'd say leave
Yeah.
them on the wall. Yeah, Ken, I know some of those signs, they put, I forget what they call it, the Sheldon system or whatever, they
Yeah.
kind of slide into a bracket. That way you don't see the bolts and everything. It's just a much cleaner look.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks a lot better.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry, go
you've
ahead.
lived here probably the longest out of anyone in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever parked in that parking lot?
No, I wouldn't get near that. Yeah, it's probably demolition derby back there, right? Is it tight?
It's pretty tight.
Yeah, I can believe it.
I mean, I
yeah.
think that the good thing is the commercial spots are on the outside,
Mm-hmm.
so they're just. So if this is the condominium, this is the street,
Okay,
the outside is where the commercial people would park, so it's kind of easier to zip in and zip out of there
Mm-hmm.
than versus coming all the way into the lot.
okay. Gotcha.
So the commercial is closer to School Lane?
Correct,
Oh, okay.
Yes.
In the back.
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
I would think it'd be the opposite because you're creating,
You're further from the entrance to the Dunkin' Donuts and
Ah.
the back entrance, but at least it's easier in and out, I think.
yeah, I guess,
Okay.
more of a blind spot.
Mhm.
Oh, well.
All right.
I think
Okay,
it's- I think it's fine.
you guys all right?
Good.
You're okay. Ken, any other questions for us?
The only thing I'm just thinking as far as Because the condominium may have rules and regulations
Yes.
as to what can get affixed to their, that's why I'm concerned about why we couldn't put a post, which is they're deeded spots. So that's kind of our space to put a
Again,
post in
I
there.
guess you have to take that up with
And
Ryan.
yeah.
Are there signs for the residents parking?
Yes,
Okay. And
Are they on
attached to the
posts?
wall?
they are.
So just do the same thing?
I think it's a lot cleaner.
If they were
look, too.
reasonable.
Well, theirs are on the wall, so why would they
Right.
object?
Yeah. Yeah, it's got to look better in post, which tend to rust and look
Ray makes a
unsightly.
good point. It's
Well,
narrow enough.
yeah,
Yeah.
you're
gonna
losing-
lose 6
you're
to
gonna
8
lose
inches
6
with the
inches
post.
on the,
I got you.
on the-
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
I understand.
All right, good. All right. Any other comments, questions? Ray, you're okay? All right. Who wants to take this? Okay.
In the matter of DRB 2018-03, application Provco DT Wayne LLC for new parking lot signs mounted to masonry wall. Motion to approve.
Okay. Here a second?
I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Thank you, Ken. Appreciate that. All right, last call for the applicant of DRB 2017-42. The application is Sassano at Garrett Hill Pizza, 910 Conestoga Road in Rosemont for a wall sign. Doesn't look like the applicant's here, so we're going to decline the application. And is there any other business? Should we second that? We'll have a second on that.
So, Ray, how does that work with the sign in place? Do they get a fine or?
No, he'll get a letter stating 30 days, he must have it down.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so do we hear a second on the decline?
Second?
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right, any other business
Nope.
for our board tonight? Okay, we'll see you in February.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.